Hello there, and welcome to another video devotional for Farmersville United Methodist Church. I am Pastor Henry. Friends, this week we're going to be exploring the chapter 13 of the Gospel of Matthew, verses 1 to 9 and 18 to 23. And in these lessons, we are invited to look for potential. We are asked to imagine fruitfulness and then to work that in the whole ministry of the church. See, we look for seeds and not just the dirt. We look for potential and not just the limitations or the barriers. We move from if only to see what God is doing in our midst. This parable we know is found in the three synoptic gospels. In the parable of the sower, Jesus is providing a rationale to help the disciples understand and therefore not be discouraged by rejection. Jesus' parable set rather ordinary sounding stories in place to illustrate spiritual truth. And in this specific one, the parable of the sower is one of Jesus' best parables. Preachers like us use it to warn people against becoming poor soil and to encourage them to be fruitful soil. And also, the church in every century has seen people reject Christ. So this parable gives us a framework to understanding why. All right, now this sower, sows his seed widely away, just as God broadcasts mercy widely. It is not about scars. He is doing it everywhere at all times. And this is basically a story of God's prodigality. And remember, prodigal has to do with lavish or wasteful expenditure. But did you know that in this sense, the church is also prodigal because we're proclaiming the gospel whichever way we can? Now, friends, Jesus assures us that we need not worry that our effort is in vain. Things are happening that we cannot see. Not only the seed under the ground or the surface, but God is also at work. God will bring the harvest, and believe me, it will be abundant. Now, notice that in the process of sowing, there is a progression. The seed that fell among the road produced nothing. The seed that fell on rocky ground started to produce, but then it stopped. The seed that fell among the thorns sprang up, but was soon choked out. None of these turned out to be something of value for the farmer. Now, friends, when Jesus said that there's this beautiful, big, abundant harvest, it's in a large range from 30-fold to 100-fold, all from good seeds planted in good soil. But, friends, you need to understand Jesus neither criticized the 30-fold harvest nor praises the 100-fold harvest. See, brother, a faithful disciple may be responsible for sowing the seed and watering it, yes, but God is ultimately responsible for its growth. Now, notice in verse 23, Jesus said that the good soil is he who hears the word and understands it, who most certainly bears fruit. In the interpretation, the symbolism shift. Until now, the parable has been about four kinds of soil. The four soils representing the receptiveness of four kinds of people to the seed being the word of the kingdom. But now, in the interpretation, verses 18 to 23, the seed is the people who fall on four different kinds of soil. Now, the problem, my dear friends, is that the person, he or she fails to understand. And so basically, this is about understanding in the context is something other than simple intellectual assent. Understanding requires appropriating the word of a deeper level, taking it into one's heart, basically living by faith. So, friends, just to end with this, the parable warns that initial enthusiasm does not necessarily indicate true discipleship. The best test is the kind of perseverance that survives temptation and produces fruit. All right, friends, if you would like to continue listening to the end of this sermon, please join us here at Farmersville United Methodist Church. We are located at 110 West Center Street in Farmersville, and we worship every Sunday at 9:30. But if you cannot do this, we understand it's summertime, everybody's busy. You can continue worshiping with us on our on-demand service starting every Sunday throughout the week through our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Until next time, God bless you.